Hasbro announced to sell Hasbro Interactive. The division head, Mr. Dusenberry, who used to be supported by Alan Hasenfield, the CEO of Hasbro, has left. Till this moment, the legendary interactive game company founded in 1995 in this century has stepped down of the history, together with the dot-com frenzy.
So far, so obvious.
You won't be disappointed if you give me the full authority.
These are the ABCs of me, baby! Show me the money!
People from game division are helpful. Give me 5. Also find me some elite salespeople and developers in interactive game industry. I want the best of the best.
Yes, boss. You want to talk with your chef committee?
Don't bother them. These are the 5 games we developed from Hasbro's products. Revenue generated immediately. You're welcome.
Whoa, great.
Stop Dusenberry specializing in interactive game development. He was successful before with a good reputation. However, he had never been a general manager before. Illusion of control and misattribution. Dusenberry has a narcissistic personality, which can be his power to win or to lose.
What? Nah.
Narcissism is the destructive factor of organization. Narcissistic individuals have a grandiose, inflated view of themselves and their abilities, feel entitled to positive outcomes and rewards that exceed reasonable expectations. Dusenberry wanted the full of control, rejected to communicate, and he thinks using the products of Hasbro to achieve revenue is due to his ability how to be more obvious.
That's Holmes.
Mr. Dusenberry is the one of the most foreseeing CEO. There's no doubt that Hasbro Interactive will be one of the most successful company. We believe you can even do better than this. I will see you by the end of the year when we double the revenue again.
Let's create something brand new.
Yes, boss. How?
Artist TV games and the rate of all Atari games bring the classics back.
Yes, boss.
Not enough. Get me Microprose and Avalon here to expand further.
Yes. Boss, we are increasing 50% of our R&D expense.
It's just the beginning. You know what? The corporate office are putting pressure on me. I have to raise the revenue aim to 200 million and also push my team to conquer the milestone.
Yes, boss.
Stop. By contrast, an abnormally large number of divisions fell behind our goals due to the senior managers setting up the goals too high. In addition, the acquisitions cannot stay aligned to their strategic plan, which is irrational with poor management skills.
How did you know?
That's Holmes.
I have also to mention.
Hasbro did several acquisitions when Hasbro Interactive was young. Multiple management requirements are put to the senior leaders. Also, no pressure or punishment were put on the employees even when they were off plan. Hasbro was panicked and conducted certain actions to stay strong and calm. What measures did you use? Wait, don't tell me. Attempt to find a new leader? A COO? Yes. Oh, and you did even gave him the right to step as CEO? Interesting. What's his name? Wait. Also you didn't include any managers to solve any specific problems, did you? Now you can say.
Bomb. But how?
That's Holmes.
Did you hear they were saying that Hasbro Interactive's revenue would reach 1 billion in 3 years?
Aaron is talking about it. How could I not know? By the way, everyone can tell from Dusenberry's ambition.
Technology stocks are skyrocketing and it's the perfect opportunities for Hasbro to increase the investment in Hasbro Interactive game.
Time to shine. More developers, even outside developers, are crucial to win. So are acquisitions.
We see a bright future with Dusenberry's strategy. We have to support him.
Narcissistic leaders tend to be very persuasive, and unfortunately, narcissism is often accompanied by illusional optimism, which makes the leaders be blind of risks and threats.
with Burger King to promote monopoly, while we are having another partnership with KFC. We literally act as competitors to each other. What's worse, they don't even want to consult with us because they know exactly what's going on.
That actually is not working according to their neutral revenue in 1999 comparing with the positive revenue in the past.
Dusenberry, obviously, barrier of communication and self-absorption, a negative dimension of narcissism.
We missed the deadlines and went above the budget. Plus, some of the products passed the golden holiday time. However, that's because the raising technology threshold extends the time needed to develop a new game.
I don't know much about how they were performing.
For such a large division, you don't even have an audition division to keep everything on track. I am surprised. Also, what happened to HR division? I am curious about how can they have such a poor interior management skill.
You seems too busy battling the acquisition target. Do you have time to manage Hasbro Interactive's financial monitoring system?
I am annoyed by these guys. Why don't they just leave me alone and focus on the future?
Here we go, typical narcissism, oversensitive to any type of negative feedback. Losing self-control contributes to careless and lazy atmosphere at workplace. Serious confirmation bias.
We are not able to gather the information of inventory and the total amount of commitment to outside product developers.
Hasbro Interactive is going to fall far behind than the expectation, and I have to implement a more strict financial system. What Dai is doing ruins the innovation and creative inside of Hasbro Interactive. We are not happy about it.
Daya is causing my team to lose confidence in corporate leadership. Although Hasbro Interactive has lost 74 million in revenues, that's just a short-term sacrifice to the future goods.
Dusenberry didn't even realize the effect on long-term performance of considering costs and risk.
We cannot support Dusenberry because there isn't a clear strategy plan, but just huge product development expense.
Oops, things are not going well. I have to search for some plan Bs. Maybe new position outside Hasbro?
Misattribution. He chose to blame Daya instead of himself for losing credits. Egoism. He tended to use the source inside of Hasbro Interactive to satisfy his personal desire to chase the edgy game technology and lack of ethics. Worse, the industry is collapsing. Nothing much is left to be done but just sell it.
Wait, why? You know, Sherlock.
Return rates are still high while the developers keep missing deadlines. In addition, it's proved that some of our game properties is costly to maintain.
We're wondering if we are losing our job soon.
Time for stock price of Hasbro to plunge.
How?
It was the headline on newspaper.
We had to cut the expectation of Hasbro Interactive's revenue from 1 billion to 300 million.
I give up. I just want to leave.
Don't go. We can even give you the game.com if you stay.
I'm at your position now, so it's not your decision to make anymore. I decided to sell Hasbro Interactive.
I agree to help you.
Mr. Dusenberry, now you know your narcissism together with the poor management skills are the killers that drown Hasbro Interactive.
What? How? Okay. That's Holmes.
You have to focus on in Hasbro Interactive is problematic motivation. The first problem is narcissism. It's very obvious. So I recommend you either you change the position of Dusenberry or you replace him. And also, I highly recommend you to introduce psychology intervention or medical intervention. The second problem is over-optimism, especially for Alan and Bond. So either you replace Dusenberry with a more experienced general manager, or you can introduce an independent board, which will supervise to Dusenberry and Alan. The third problem is cost and risk. It's very obvious Dusenberry failed to consider the cost and risk while he is doing the investment and all the expansion. So we should construct a knowledge management system to control this problem. The fourth problem is problematic structure. To solve this problem, we recommend you to separate the meeting in different divisions, also to upgrade the performance evaluation system. The fifth problem is very crucial, which is over-acquisition. To solve this problem, we recommend you, instead of just go and acquire them, just think about how to manage the relationship between you and the acquired firm. Also, you have to have an awareness of budget. For the problem of recruitment, we suggest you to introduce talent management and also focus more on the qualitative factors of candidates. Use the personality test such as Big 5 personality test to test it. Also, to improve the interior human resource management, we think communication is a big problem. So enhance management communication, create opportunities for learning at work schedule. Flexibility is the thing you have to do.
Just to point out, reporting of changes is an important part of communications.